I posted the first video on how to lose weight and get healthy. I don't know, about a week or so ago. This is part two. The first one was about the biggest thing you need to do is have discipline, and second part is you really need a vision. You know, what's your vision for losing weight? Why do you want to lose it? What's your goals? What's the purpose for it? Now mine was I'm trying to get in better health. It wouldn't be too bad to look a little better too, but you know, that's not the main thing, because my vision for losing weight would be so I don't have to be on it. Let me take these off so you can see me a little bit better. My vision for losing weight would be trying to not be on all this medication for high blood pressure, for sugar diabetes. You know, they got me on a few of those, and then they got me on a CPAP machine, which I didn't really have that problem either until I got overweight and everything. And so I'd like to be off all that stuff. I mean, most of that stuff, I can do that if I discipline myself and I have that vision. But you know, why would I want to be off that stuff? Well, because you know, having a disease doesn't make me feel good. I want to be over that. I want to be over high blood pressure. I want to be over diabetes. And the medicines just help me live with it, and I don't want that. I don't want to be dependent on the pharmaceutical companies. I am getting tired of all the stuff they put in my food anyway that makes me fat. All that additives, the growth hormones they give the animals, the pesticides and herbicides they spray on our vegetables. It goes on and on and on. This stuff, all this stuff. It puts inflammatories in our body, and what inflammatories do is they keep your body from actually doing what it's supposed to do. And I've been trying to eat more foods that have anti-inflammatories in it to kind of clean myself back up. But the vision is to not be dependent on all that stuff. I don't have a lot of hope for a good, steady future of our supply line, being dependent on other people, like the grocery stores. And I've always been kind of a prepper at heart, making sure, you know, I have like some non-perishable foods that we can get by on for quite some time. And a lot of that stuff isn't even good for me that I have, you know, because that was before I started trying to get good health. But when the government shutdown happened and they started closing restaurants and having rushes on the store, I don't know how to make my own toilet paper, you know, so maybe I'll stock up on some of that. But the thing is, we are so dependent on other countries, and we are having trade wars, and we're going to continue to have trade wars. And what if we're so dependent on that medicine that I need to get by, that that's the only place it's coming from is from a foreign entity? Well, man, supply's going to run out, and then if I'm dependent on that to stay alive, that's not good for me, because there's nothing I can do about it. But if I can get in better health now, I should say when it ever happens, because you know what they do is they can cut stuff off until they get their way. You know, we want to sell cell phones in your country, and if you're going to jack the price on that, we're not going to send you the metformin that you need for diabetes or whatever it is you're taking. So if I can be healed of all that stuff, that'd be great. Now I do have one thing wrong with me, that they said that, you know, I have to be on the medicine for the rest of my life. It's called Barrett's esophagus. It's from not taking care of myself for years and eating whatever I wanted and just popping Tums all the time just to keep the acid reflux down to where it actually it changed the molecular structure of my esophagus, and it says it can't change back, but I still believe in miracles. I'll do my part on the stuff I can do, and maybe God give me a miracle like that where I won't need that no more either. I know you're thinking, I don't even believe in this Jesus stuff. You don't have to. He doesn't make you. He still loves you, and if you believe it or not, he does want you to follow him. But anyway, on the vision part, what is your vision for your future? Do you envision yourself being in those skinnier pants? Do you envision yourself being able to get up and walk around a lot easier? Or do you envision yourself being wheelchair bound if you don't change? I mean, it could go either way. I mean, our bedroom is upstairs at our house, and it's not just upstairs, it's upstairs after the upstairs. And so it's 4 flights of stairs between my living room and my bedroom. And I got to where, man, I'm taking one step at a time with my bending my strongest knee so I can take the 1 steps at a time all the way down. And back up was a little bit easier actually going up than it was down, because I was always worried that my knee would just cave and my fat butt would just come rolling to the ground and everything. And now when I fall, it hurts a lot more. So my vision is to do stuff I did when I was younger again. And I'm not going to get to play football with the teenagers, because I still hurt when I get hit, unlike when I was a teenager. But I don't plan on being in a wheelchair. I'm being in a walker, and having to get the little handicap sign on my license plates because it's too far to walk. I want to get healthy. That's my vision. So you got to think of what your vision is for that. And the second part of the vision is getting a plan together and start working on it to make that vision. It's like, if your vision is to do what I'm wanting to do, but your plan is, every other day only I'm going to eat ice cream, but the other days I'm going to eat healthy food. It's probably not a good plan to get to your vision. Do I still eat ice cream? Yes, I do. And I don't do it correctly either. If I open a quart of ice cream, I'm going to finish a quart of ice cream. So, I still got issues, but I am getting in better health. I do a lot of disciplining on myself. And if I can do something, you can do something too. I know you can. You're thinking, well, I'm not that strong-willed. Something I learned in an audiobook called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's got nothing to do with losing weight, but you can apply principles from one thing to another. You really can. And it says as soon as you say, I can't, you allow your body and your brain to start thinking you can't do something. So instead of saying, I can't lose weight, I can't discipline myself, I can't, instead of doing that, start asking yourself this: well, how can I? Now, that means right now you might not know how, but, you're already thinking of a way where you can do this. And your brain ain't already shut off to making it where you're not allowed to try. So, we are all in this together. This is part 2 of how to lose weight. There's a whole lot of, you're thinking, well, Terry, you didn't tell me anything I got to do. Yeah, I am. I'm helping you train your mind to where you can do this. I mean, the whole discipline thing, that's probably a problem. The whole vision thing is probably a problem. I mean, if you've watched some of my other videos, I mentioned things here and there, how to start getting in better health and losing weight. But we're going to do a whole series on this. Anyway, we're all in this together. I'm pulling for you. God bless.